All right, we're recording. Thank you guys for hopping on our masterclass tonight. Amy and I wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about something seasonal with kind of how to move your business forward and how to really impact your business during the holiday season. I think a lot of times people kind of think that this is a write-off period in your business, which, it definitely is one where you want to spend time with family, you want to spend time with your friends, but there's a lot that you can really do to really set your business up for the new year. And not only that, there's a lot that you really want to do during this period to set your business up for the new year as well, because missing out on this time span right before New Year's resolution season is a really, really dangerous thing to do for the beginning part of 2019 if you have big plans for 2019 in your business. So it's something to really look at and to really optimize your time with. And so we decided we wanted to do a call tonight to kind of show you guys how to optimize your time during the holiday season in particular, and some things you can do and some ways that you can prioritize your time and kind of plan out your time so that you're doing effective things for your business, but still able to enjoy the holiday season and enjoy that fun family time and not spend the whole time working. Because you guys know how dedicated I am to this business. The last thing I want to do throughout the holidays is feel burned out with my business. I want to start 2019 fresh. I want to start it happy, and I don't want to feel like I just spent my whole holiday season working either, but I don't want to waste it either. But before we get into all of that, I just wanted to give a special shout out and let you guys know that I'm crazy praying for everybody in California right now, watching those wildfires burn. For all of our California teams, we're definitely, you guys are in our thoughts and prayers, and we are just keeping our eyes really close on the news out there, and we pray that every single one of you guys is safe during all of this, and that all of your loved ones and all the firefighters are as well. So with that being said, we're going to kick this call off and talk about 12 ways to rock your business during the holiday season and set yourself up for success in 2019. So as you guys know, there's some really, really cool specials that happen every single Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, that kind of thing. So I want you guys to kind of Amy's going to talk about this more, but I want you guys to kind of get your head spinning about, okay, if we know that we're probably having some sales and specials coming up that could be targeted at new ambassadors joining and new customers joining, but could also be targeted at sales and specials for ourselves and our team members, what should I be doing in the meantime between now and Black Friday to set myself up for success with those two sales? That needs to be something that you guys write down, that you guys start brainstorming in your head. And I'm pretty sure if Amy doesn't cover it, I certainly will at the end of the call with some of my ideas as well. But we definitely want to be making sure we are priming our markets and priming our teams for those two specials that will inevitably pop up, right? So those are two huge opportunities to grow your team and grow your business and bring back people here just in November even. Okay, so outside of that, one of the biggest things that we can do, and this is my number one thing, this is kicking off our 12 ways to rock your business. Number one is I want you guys to look at that fat loss challenge that I posted in Team Taylor today. That fat loss challenge is going to be huge for your businesses. So the way it's structured, and I'm going to post a video, I'm going to record it at some point this week, and I'm going to post the overview video into that fat loss challenge page, the group page. But the number one thing is you guys have to get yourself in there. You have to get your current teams in there, and we have to start promoting this as a tool for growth, but we also have to start promoting this to our teams as a tool to help bring them back during the holidays. I have 100% of all of the content that's going to go into that challenge. It is rich, it is educational, it is unique, it is unlike anything that we have ever done before, and there is no chance that anybody will leave there uninspired or not having learned something, and they definitely will leave with results, okay? So this is going to be all about resetting their mind, resetting their eating habits, resetting everything while using our supplements, and really, really having an in-depth understanding what our supplements are doing to promote fat loss, not weight loss, through the holidays. So what it's going to be is it's going to be using those 14-Day Slay products groupings. And for those of us that are also using the triplex, we're going to work that in as well. So really what you want to get your people on is at minimum the 14-Day Slay product groupings. I'm not making that a requirement, but that is ideal because there's going to be a lot of talk in there about how to use those products to help move your results forward, those specific products. In addition to that, I'm also going to be covering the triplex. So you can see in that post on Team Taylor, it says the ideal things to use are, and then, you know, in parentheses, the triplex would also be really awesome. So adding ProBio 5 and BioCleanse into that is going to just take your results to the next level. And you guys all understand why that would be. But the focus is going to be 100% on that 14-Day Slay challenge and those products. The lean and the slim are absolutely non-negotiable. If for some reason somebody can't take the edge of the block, that's fine. But the lean and the slim are two things that they must absolutely be on, or else it's not really even the 14 days fat challenge that we're doing, okay? So just keep that in the back of your head, because I understand that there's going to be one-offs where somebody can't take that, and either slim is okay. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about how we want to promote it on Facebook and get our potentials in. You guys, with the Black Friday sale and the Cyber Monday sale coming up, those two things are going to be absolutely incredible ways to get this product grouping specifically in the hands of your current team, in the hands of your customers, and in the hands of potential ambassadors and potential customers. So anybody that has quit in your business previously, you want to start reaching out to and talking to. Anybody that has expressed any sort of interest in Plexus, you want to be reaching out to about this. You want to share to them what is going on and what this opportunity with this fat loss challenge is. One of the things that I've really noticed throughout this is that people don't want to diet during the holidays. It's like, that's the last thing that they want to do during the holidays. What they want to do is they want to still come out through the holidays feeling good and looking good and not setting themselves back in the new year, but they also want to be able to enjoy the holidays. And I think this is the perfect little combination of doing that, because you're going to be able to meal replace breakfast and lunch and still then be able to get the results, but then also be able to still have the dinner, go out to the movies, go to the holiday party, do all those types of things, and still be able to stick with what we're trying to help them with, okay? So this is not a crazy diet. This is nothing like that, but we are using the lean to meal replace during it. So that's number one. You guys definitely want to start promoting that and using that. I want to make this a huge, huge deal. We're doing tons of giveaways. We want to get our teams involved in this because it's also going to help restart the results of the people that have stepped back because of life, right? So the other thing is, and I'm going to try and share my screen. Let me see here. Give me a second. I posted today. Here we go. I posted today this IPA challenge, or it's not even a challenge. It's just an IPA sheet for you guys to use. And this is the Ruby pace. So if you are wanting to hit the rank of Ruby within the year, this is kind of the pace that we think you should go at. If you're already at Ruby and are wanting to go further, this is, you know, also a great pace for that too. But this is a really good little IPA kind of accountability for your own self to print out as many as you can before and use them every single week for the end of the year. Now, how should you use these? So there's two ways that you can do this, you guys. You can use these where you sit down on Sunday night and you fill in all of these things. If you are a planner and you're somebody that works well when you sit down and you get to work and you already have all this matched out, Who are your new reach outs? What are their names? Put them in there. Your follow-ups that you know you need to do this week. Your follow-ups with potentials. These are the follow-ups with customers and ambassadors right here. If you know what your social media posts need to be for the week, whether it's personal or whether it's Plexus related, put at least one of those in there for each day. And then whatever you want to do for personal growth, whether that's reading or a video that you want to watch or something along those lines. Maybe we have a scheduled training on Mondays that you're going to put in that time slot. And obviously some of those are more than 10 minutes, but you guys, this is your time. This is up to you, right? So definitely using this, and I can't see the chat right now. I see it going crazy, but just Amy, just unmute yourself if I need to answer something crazy in there. But this is going to be the thing that can really set you up for success, especially through the holiday season, because it's so easy to get distracted and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to do it tomorrow, or you know, I just don't have time today, and you know, I'll figure it out. But if you know that you just have to do these couple things, it's so much easier to sit down and do it. And this is in Team Taylor. This is also in our 30-day our 30-day group or the Business Builders group. But the other thing is, you guys, I'm not a planner at all. I'm not somebody that likes to plan out my week. I'm more a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person. But what I will do is when I do something like this, which is crazy helpful at keeping me accountable, I'm not one that's going to sit down on Sunday night and do this. I'm just going to be honest. So what I'll do is I'll spend 5 minutes before I tackle all of this, planning out, okay, these are the people I need to do. And then so when I get started on it, it goes boom, 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 boom. And you can knock this out really, really quick, especially the new reach outs, the follow-ups and the follow-ups over here. If you send voicemails out, it goes lickety split. Okay. So it goes through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then you can write down a little summary of what you did and what you know worked well, what you think you can improve, and that way you can look back at them. And if you put them in a little binder or something along those lines, you'll have them. And you know, okay, you can look back at the week before, and maybe that will help you fill in this follow-up slot and that sort of thing. And you'll figure out, okay, maybe I don't need to continue to reach out to Susie every single freaking day of the week as my follow-up person. Maybe I need to go out and find some new people. So this is just a really good bare bones thing. And you guys, getting into accountability groups on your team, grabbing a couple of accountability partners with this to maybe do a Zoom once a week and go over and say, hey, look, like, you know, this is what we did this week. I filled mine out. How was yours? And sharing ideas is a really good way to help move your business forward. So those are my first two things. The first one was the Fat Loss Challenge. The second one was the IPA Challenge. Amy is actually taking on the bulk of this call, and she's going to go through the next 10 things that you guys could be doing through the holiday season. These are ideas. So my two were big, larger topics. Her next 10 things are much smaller things that are just ideas that you can help to move your business forward through the holidays. All right, Amy, take it away.
Okay, do you want to stop your screen?
Yep.
Okay. Hey guys, whoa, I'm dark. Hey guys, okay, sorry. First of all, we are actually in the RV. We are moving. We're somewhere in Kansas. So if it gets shaky, I apologize, and let me know if you can't hear me. I wanted to say that Sarah is so not a planner. You guys, I wish you could see the behind the scenes when her and I try to plan a retreat. But you know what she is? She's disciplined. Okay, and that's what that IP8 sheet is going to do. If we all commit to be disciplined, to do that every day, even if you don't plan it on Sunday nights, then we can all move forward as a team. So I'm really, really excited. But the next 10 tips that I'm going to give you are things that you can put into action today to grow your business over the holidays and prime your network for resolution season. Because what we do right now in these next 7 weeks really is the most critical part of our year, and it's time to take advantage of it, right? But guys, you cannot wait until December. All of the things I'm going to talk about here, I want you to figure out how to do it in the next couple of weeks. Be planning about it, because trust me, a lot of this stuff is going to take some time. I'm going to talk about handwritten notes and thank you cards, and that's not stuff you can knock out in just a day, all right? But what I love about the holidays expecting you to give them gifts, reach out, reconnect, rekindle those relationships. And so I love this time of the year. It's the perfect time to do these things. As I go through these 10, I'm going to be talking about some samples. They're going to be talking about little thank you gifts on certain ones, but I don't want you to think you have to spend a lot of money, all right? I want you to think outside of the box, right? A sample could be 1 stick of Slim, or it can be something that you buy in your back office, like the new Joyome samples that they just released and are cheaper, all right? So I want you to gift Plexus every chance you can. Just keep that in the back of your mind. I'm not saying you have to give someone a full triplex, but you can give someone 3 little squares of Joyome as a gift, all right? But prime your network, like Sarah said, for these sales. The first one is a big secret, but it's coming out on November 19th. Something very, very awesome that we have been begging corporate for. But guess what? If you're not taking the time now and you're not talking to your network about life and what they're doing over Thanksgiving and how their kids are, they're not going to care about what you say when that special comes out on the 19th. Same with Cyber Monday, same with Black Friday. So this is the perfect time of the year to be social. Ask people where they're spending Thanksgiving. Ask them what they're doing for Christmas, right? It's a great time to rekindle those relationships. So the first thing I want you to think about is thank you cards, holiday cards, newsletters, family letters, whatever you think is appropriate. But I want you to talk and share Plexus. Something Steve and I are doing this year because of the RV trip. We've never done it before. I've always just been a Christmas card person that I have them printed and I put them in the mail. I don't even sign them. But this year, we're sending a success magazine, mainly because we're in it. We are sending our blog postcard, and we're making a family letter to share about our trip for those people in our family that may not know about it. I definitely have people on my Christmas card list, you guys, that are not on my Plexus Potentials list, and I bet you do too. So I want you to think about that and be a little bit more strategic when it comes to your holiday cards, okay? The next thing, I want you to have samples at the ready, because the holidays, whether you're at the grocery store and you see a checkout person, or you're at a clothing store and you're buying gifts, it's the perfect time to give samples. For those of you who are at retreat with us, you probably saw Tamsin. She buys these super cute little organza bags, and she puts a stick of Slim, a thing of Ease, and a business card in there, okay? Those are super simple to pass out to people, right? The person helping you with your groceries, they're on their feet during longer hours, people buying Thanksgiving food, right? So always have those on your person and ready. You also, guys, can make, you can get super cute, cheap printables on Etsy. There's some really cute holiday little, not poems, but cute little sayings about that stick of Slim, right? And so look on Etsy or print your own for cheap. Create your own if you're creative. I want you, though, to always have those samples at the ready, and don't be afraid to share them, okay? Again, this is the time of year where it's perfectly acceptable to give people, even strangers, a little token of appreciation. So I want you to use that to your advantage, right? The other thing I want you to do, and this is kind of my third tip here, we do not spend time on white lines. For those of you who are new, I guess white lines doesn't apply anymore in the new virtual office, but a white line used to be somebody who quit ordering because on our reports their account turned white. So I mean, this is a great time to reach out to some of those white lines. Normally, I am not a fan of trying to resurrect the dead, right? Because it's much easier to give birth to a new customer and ambassador. But the new year, January, end of December, it's a great time to reach out to those white lines, and you can do a couple of things. One, let them know about all of the amazing new products, and you can even say, look, I know, Plexus didn't get you the results you were hoping for in the beginning, but we have some really great, incredible new products, new product updates that I really think you would love, and would you like to try them, right? Now, I don't recommend giving them a ton of samples, but it's a great time. And I will also be falling on my sword for some of those people who jumped on board with me in the very beginning of my journey when I really was a little clueless, right? And I'm still friends with them. I will kind of be falling on my sword and sending them a bundle as well. So if you're ever going to reach out to White Lines, this is a great time with the new year to do it. I also want you guys to think about hosting an event. You don't have to wait on your upline to do a customer appreciation event for your customers, or just host a happy hour with your neighbors. The holidays are an awesome time to have an excuse to throw a party together. Even after Christmas in January, you guys, it's a great time because people are kind of burnt out from all the holidays. It's a great time to like order pizza and have some neighbors over or some local moms. It's just a great way to connect and be social. You don't have to put Plexus in their face. It's a great excuse to have people over and to host an event. The other thing I want you to do, and you can do this over the next few days, I want you to make a list of everyone you can gift Plexus to, whether it's a product or just a sample. Teachers, okay? The UPS guy, the FedEx guy, your mailman, your that you might be thinking of giving them a small token of appreciation anyway. So go ahead and add Plexus in that. And I want you to make a list. Guy, I have seen people put on their porch and Plexus samples and a little note for all of their mailmen and their delivery people to take some. So that's another idea. Listen, we're going to be getting together with our family. They're our biggest skeptic. Just talking to people about Plexus, I want you to be proud. When someone you haven't seen for a while, you're at Thanksgiving and they say you look great, tell them it's because of Plexus, okay? And if you get nervous and kind of choke on your words when somebody asks you what the heck Plexus is, from now until Thanksgiving, I want you to, whatever it takes, I want you to be comfortable talking about Plexus. Now, not puking Plexus, but be proud when it comes up, especially over the holidays. You may see family you haven't seen for a while. You might see, other friends, people coming into town, you going back home. So I want you to be proud of Plexus. And when someone says, hey, your skin looks great, say, hey, thanks. It's that Joyum I've been using, all right? Don't be afraid to say that, okay? Now, I also want you to be strategic with your products on the major holidays. So if you're going until maybe you're cooking dinner with all the relatives, or take your block with you, ready, pack your lean, right? And also just don't slack on your products yourself. So when everyone else is feeling bloated and cranky after Thanksgiving dinner and you're feeling great, if people notice that, it's okay to tell them it's because you take our awesome products, right? The other thing I want you to do, guys, I want you to make a list of all the people that order from you. Now, they don't have to order every single month, but if they're a good customer to you, whether they are a wholesale ambassador or they're a customer, I want you to send them a thank you this year. I want you can either do regular dollar thank you cards from the Target dollar spot, or you can get on Etsy and get Plexus thank you cards. But I want you to send them a thank you, ask them for a referral, and if you have the room in your budget, I want you to send them a $5 or coupon. It's a nice gesture. It's perfect. The other thing you guys can do, I want you to ask for referrals, right? Don't be afraid to ask for referrals. I'm going to try to get all of my thank yous out in November and ask, and then I'm going to send something else to a lot of my people in December. So I'm going to try to do 2 appreciation events for my personal customers. And then also, guys, I want you to think outside of the box when it comes to gift giving. Because, maybe you're not comfortable giving someone just Plexus, but what if you gave someone a bottle of wine and a block sample? Or you're making homemade cookies and you give them samples of block. Or maybe you give them some Joyum samples, but their face, right? These are all little things that you want to be thinking about over the holidays, because this is a perfect And then using Sarah's IPA list, anyone you write down on there that's new, I want you guys to make a new Frank's list over the holidays. You're going to be meeting a lot of new people. Even if you have to put in there like the checkout person at HEB, this is when people can fall through the cracks, right? The third cousin twice removed that you saw at Thanksgiving, write all of this down. So I want you to be making a new Frank's list throughout the holidays. So come January, we are ready to rock and roll, okay? So those are all of my tips. Sarah, do you have any more for the holidays?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. One of the things I think is just so key during the holidays is that we talk about this all the time, but this business is all about relationships. And so this is the prime time to just be investing in the relationships that you have before our sales come out or anything, before we're wanting to ask them to join our fat loss challenge and that kind of thing. So reconnecting over the holidays, send them just a nice note that says, hey, what are you doing over the holidays? I would love to come see you if you're local, getting together for wine, figuring out if you can have a play date while the kids are out of school, just whatever that looks like for you guys. And if it's somebody that's across the country and they're not local to you, just reconnecting with them, giving them a phone call, shooting them a message, not about Plexus, but just checking back in, because at the end of the day, it's all about the relationships. And so now is a great time before we have the thing that comes out in 1 week, before we kick off our fat challenge, before Cyber Monday, before Black Friday, before all of that, just reach out and check in and be talking to your potentials, you guys. This, just from a expectation standpoint, the season can be super, super fast for some people. It can be one of extreme growth. And then for others, it can be one where it gets super slow. It depends on where you're at in your sales cycle with everybody. So it's cutting yourself some grace and having the right expectations for what your network is doing and for what you have put into the last 90 days as well. And just having that understanding that, hey, some other people may be really, really focused on Christmas and their budgets going there. You know what, though? We do this year finally have some things that would make great Christmas gifts. So talking about Joyome where appropriate and those types of things, you guys, it's huge. And never losing sight of the fact that if they do join our fat loss challenge, they are replacing 42 meals. And that is a really big money saver, time saver, and they'll gain so much energy and results from that as well. So those are the last couple things I wanted to say. Anything else, Amy?
Nope, that's all I had.
All right, guys, thank you for joining our masterclass tonight. And again, we're praying for our Cali family as you guys are going through everything. And we want to wish you guys a really, really great week. And let's kick this off strong. Get as many people into the Fat Loss Challenge as we can. And you guys, let's continue to amp up the activity in the 7-day challenge and get anybody else that's lagging that needs to get in there. Okay, guys, good night.
Bye.